Who can take a sunrise, sprinkle it with dew? Oh, the Candyman.
What is up, Scoundrels? It's your man Clash coming to you with a new video, and I've been requested this for some time. It is on, of course, R7 Canderous. It was my first Relic 7, and I've yet to do a video on him. I actually did a video on him right whenever I got him to Gear 13. I was the first person to have him at Gear 13 and did some pretty fun stuff with him. Actually, even such that our friend Cubs fan Han did a video showcasing some of the footage that I'd sent him because, yes, he could in fact melt some people, and I'm really proud of the people that have already taken him up to Relic 7. There's about 16 or so right now as of this video. Also want to share a quick, probably unpopular opinion, but I do think it has some merit. It's going to be on his Zeta. I'm going to get into why I really think this, but if you've read the Zeta and you know what it does in terms of increasing critical damage, it is a really good thing. So I'm going to show you right now is what I will consider Operation Candyman Phase 1, because I wanted to see just how I could potentially use him under the Old Republic Jedi Knight Revan squad. And I did lots and lots of trying and lots of failing. As you all know, you can count on my videos to include not just the random wins that I get against the meta, but it will also show you all the attempts that I've gotten where it did not work out in my favor. But I want to go back to the Zeta real quick. As you're watching this footage play out, and as you're seeing me fail, I want to express the reason why I think it's actually a very viable and valid Zeta to get. Yes, it increases critical. You get critical damage up whenever a player is marked, death marked, or has taunt, and that's great. But people think that it's just an extra buff. It doesn't really do much. But I want you to think about it in different terms. And this is something I share in my Discord all the time. It's that imagine you are given a choice to have an extra critical damage primary triangle on this character. It significantly increases his damage output, and there are many comps that you can go up against where there is a taunt, or there is a death marker, or there is a mark, and it's just like throwing an extra critical damage primary on him. And I did a bunch of testing, and I was able to get a win finally here, as you can see, but definitely was not a really good use. And I thought, you know what, I don't know why in the world I'm trying to run this with Jedi. My Jedi aren't that great. You know, I think they're Gear 12. They're not doing very well. So I, of course, have to go to my roots. I have to bring in Kira lead, the increase in offense, the extra things that she brings from her leadership because he is a scoundrel are really great. I do one, not great attempt. It didn't work out so well, so I thought, let's just go full Scoundrels. And so I put in L3 instead of trying to have a Revan in there. Again, I was just kind of obsessed with the idea that I needed to have a mark that I can put on someone to get his critical damage up and boost his damage. I gave up on that. It wasn't really something I needed to be doing. But having L3 actually did help, because then that pre-taunt made sure that there wasn't the debuff going all around and eliminating everyone's turn at first. And so what you're seeing now is what we'll call the fourth phase of this, where I finally started to get some traction. And again, the only way you could really do this is going up against the comps that have the Sith Trooper in there, because it automatically gives him the critical damage up, and it gives you the ability, as you'll see in this footage, you can take out two of their characters basically immediately. The Sith Trooper goes down basically in an instant. I had to get my Hermit Yoda sped up just a little bit, so I did a little bit of mod swapping, but other than that, you've got the damage tech coming from Watt, which obviously makes him ignore armor, which is really nice. You've got Master's Training, which is giving him a boost to damage and calling him to assist. So that's, again, one of the reasons that you can immediately eliminate the Sith Trooper. And the double tap, or the triple tap that he's actually getting there, if he doesn't kill the Sith Trooper in 2, is going to give 15% turn meter to Kira, and so therefore she's going to go next, and she can use her joint operations to call him and increase his damage by another 30%, and essentially wipe Bastilashan Fallen off of the map. It is very quickly over, and it's something that I felt like, okay, not if I start the battle within the first 15 seconds with 3, surely there's a way I can find to get around those other 3. HK was a little bit tricky because he, of course, is a lot of critical damage immunity, or he isn't easy to crit, and so therefore the damage output by Canderous isn't that great. But his offense is such that at Relic 7, I think the max out there right now by my buddy Northern Border cycled 11,000 or 12,000 something physical offense. Pretty nuts. So I'm showing you 3 different scenarios in which I was able to take out some arena teams with Dark Thorvin and Malak. And again, this is always going to be in just fun. You guys know the qualifiers. I don't recommend trying this one. It's not like the SWAT team where I can use it reliably in Grand Arena, but it is something that is a lot of fun. People have been asking for this video for some time to see exactly just how much damage you could do with that Relic 7. Sadly, and I'll probably be posting some follow-up videos on my Discord, some unlisted videos to show what he really can do. I had the wrong mod set on him. My mods have been completely garbage since the General Skywalker event, so I had some random crit damage set versus my offense set that usually does a lot more damage. So I've got this one. I'm going to show you my last video. Hopefully you stuck around until this point. This is one that actually gives where all 5 end up staying until the end. I end the match with 5 players after this battle, and it wasn't as close of a call as some of the other ones, and so I'm going to keep testing. I ran out of battles today, but I will end up showing you guys more footage and sort of showing you what I think it can do, because the Candyman, he really can do some good damage. So hopefully you've enjoyed this. I'm going to let this last battle play out, and if you haven't already, please hit the like and subscribe button. Also, feel free to join us on the Scoundrel Discord server. Well, I'll have lots of follow-up videos that you won't see publicly. You'll only be able to see through links that I've got there. So other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you all on the holotables.